another reason of why we've established the Kent Climate Change event, is because what we want to do is we want to help, and that's what we're here to do. So I want to talk to you about some facts, okay? And these are quite important. 27.2 million homes are responsible for a quarter of the country's CO2 emissions, okay? And the government announced that they were going to make the country completely carbon neutral by 2050. Now this is a hard goal to achieve. And the only way this will ever be achieved is that if we all come together as people, as businesses, as councillors, as MPs, as local councils, wider council, as other businesses all over the country, and we work together in order to achieve this one common goal. And this is why we're all here. Now, researchers in Nottingham University have established that for each house here in the country, it will take around £17,000 to go completely carbon neutral. Now, a lot of houses out there don't have the kind of money to do it, especially social houses that are fuel poor and other kind of areas where low economical societies are that can't afford to put the products on their roof. What's made it easier for us now is third-party finance companies, also funding available from different areas that we've pulled together in order to achieve this goal. If the country was going to do it, and if the government was going to fund it, it would cost our taxpayers £462 billion in order to achieve this one goal and make the whole country carbon neutral and every house completely carbon neutral. Interesting, when the NHS costs £154 billion a year. So, you know, this can be achieved, but unfortunately, like what I've been speaking about with some of the MPs and some of the party members in this room, is that funding is a big issue. So if we look at publicly owned council housing, that would cost the government £76.5 billion. And that's just public housing on its own. So if you compare, you know, social housing, council housing in comparison to private housing, there's a lot more private houses to tackle here, especially commercial businesses as well that need to achieve a carbon footprint reduction. The benefits of making houses go completely neutral is really, really important. Now, the problem that we've got is carbon emissions. Carbon emissions can be tackled in various different ways. Some of the technologies that you see in this room are one of the forefronts of how carbon emissions can be tackled. Damaging the planet is what it basically does. If we don't actually do anything as people, as individuals, or as wider communities, the planet will always be damaged, and this causes fuel poverty because energy companies out there own energy. Okay, they're not British companies, most of them are foreign invested companies, solar farms, places like wind farms that are owned by foreign investors. They control the price of energy, and they do what they want to do in regards to sell the energy back to us. What we're trying to achieve today is the solution, which is renewable energy. Now, renewable energy is 100% renewable, and there's various different technologies that can achieve this. Electrification, which is on your right, for you guys, obviously on my right, sorry, on your left, and decarbonisation on your left.
Right.
Now, we've got various different products that can achieve full electrifications, including solar panels, which is one of the biggest ones. Social Energy, which is another company that we work in partnership with, and what we're trying to achieve here is we're using various new technologies that trade with the grid, store and harness the energy that's created from the solar, and not only that, that helps reduce carbon footprints. The decarbonisation side is a very important thing. So a lot of people in this room are fully aware of how much effect gas or greenhouse gas emissions have to the planet and how much they damage the planet. And what's going on is that the more and more we're moving towards a more green and sustainable country, we need to look at alternatives such as air source heat pumps, such as, you know, the Radrest hot water systems that we provide here, you know, innovative technologies that don't use gas but use electric and provide a renewable heating solution. And we are trying to achieve that by trying to provide the products and install them to an effective way. We are Energy Efficiency Award-winning company. We are Solar PV Commended Installer of the Year, Renewable Heat Contractor of the Year, and also Energy Champion. And what we're here to do today is we're here to help you. And the way we're going to help you is by showing you what we can offer, showing you the products that we've installed, showing you what we've achieved over the time that we've achieved, but also provide some models and some, you know, ways of funding that are available and are put out there by some people that we work very closely with in order to achieve this. So what I want to do is I want to work very closely with everyone in this room to help achieve that one common goal is why we're all here, and that's to have a more sustainable green future for the country. One thing that I want to talk about is commercial businesses. Now, there's a lot of commercial businesses out here in Kent, and not only in Kent, but across the UK, that have huge energy demand, okay, and that have a huge carbon footprint. But unfortunately, if they don't do anything, then they will always have a huge carbon footprint, and they will always be paying a huge amounts of bills. So what we're looking to do is we have some models, something called a power purchase agreement, where we will provide the solar for free. we will put it on their commercial premises for free. For 25 years, we will charge them for the energy used on site at a fixed rate. What we're trying to achieve from that is a completely carbon neutral grow, and that is to make sure that every business can go zero emissions. And the only way they're going to achieve that is to by putting solar on their roofs. A lot of businesses don't have the money, the capex, the capital expenditure to put the product onto their roof and wait for the money to come back. And some businesses can't attain funds, some businesses don't have the ability to do that. But what we're trying to achieve here is that we have funding in place that can provide the solar for free, that can provide different types of renewable energy products for free, and charge them for the power used on site. One of the partners that we work very closely with, Evergen Group, one of the directors is here in the room today, have come up with a model where they can give homeowners, council, social housing owners, free solar. And that's a quite important thing really, because it's a very similar example to the PPA model for the commercial buildings, but the free solar model is the only way that we can ever achieve the 2030, 2050 carbon net emission goal. Now, we have a crash slide, so I'm just going to go on to the last slide. Now, I did say that I wasn't going to talk for ages because I can see everyone wants to get back to mingling and talking and having a few drinks. So I'm going to be here all night, and so are a few people that are working for REST and across some of our partners. So everyone, please enjoy yourself. Thank you very much for attending our event, and let's see what we can all do together. Let's make history. Thank you.